56. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 56, the mutt. Ready.
Now Lance. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Shot, 17.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Lance going to throw. Touchdown! George Kittle. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
Squeeze, double. Ready? 95 is a sand. No, check his Mike. He can't hang.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Oh, some strong running. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down, here's Davis Price. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, red.
56, right there, right there.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Further. I got one. Alert flare.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Ready. 52 blue.
Check 56. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Switch it. Switch it.
Play. 97.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. And Ndamukong Suh, unblockable there as he got in there to make the stop behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Come up the ball. Two times. Four down. 95 is the same. No, check. He's Mike. Got it. 95 is Mike. Watch 95. You're trapped.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Push him back. Blue, black. 56, come on, 56. Check 56. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Go.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. Finding room at midfield. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Let's go, baby.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Black Ultra.
Four down.
Yellow, go.
56 is the mic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Claw, 10.
Man out. Check nine.
Red, yellow. Ready, go.
Lance now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Okay, ready?
56. Check 56. Hey, watch the slant.
Green jack.
56. Watch the
Full pink.
screen. Watch the screen. 56 is Mike. 56 is the mic. Too little, cut.
Set, cut.
From the gun, it's Lance.
56. Hey, pick it up, defense.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Shut him down. Shut him down. Let's do this.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Drive starts with a run by Davis Price. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
A healthier Kittle was back in his Pro Bowl form in 2021. Even missing 13 games the last 3 years, he's still second among tight ends in yards since his breakout 2018 campaign. Gets another chunk of yards there and a first down with that catch.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, here's Mitchell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Watch out.
52 blaster. Black shot.
Throwing his lance on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Go.
56 at the mouth. You can't block me.
Ready.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
Right there. 54. Right there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Ready, go.
Here's the option play now to the left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, check, Mike.
Trouble, 38.
Check.
Good.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Coming off of a Pro Bowl season 2020, many of us were stunned when Bradley Chubb had 0 sacks in 2021. That did come in only a 7-game season due to injuries. Cause for some concern, but he also had 19.5 sacks in his first 2 years as a full-time starter.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Check, he's Mike. Right. Tight end right. Hey, 40.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here I come. 95%. Check, he's Mike.
Throwing is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second.
Touchdown, Broncos! Cortland Sutton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Davis Price once more. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yellow, 43.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute.